wanna do is tall, large, Henry.
Well, hello there friends. A warm and hearty welcome to you all. My thirst for Henry has been going strong for good 13 years. And on this baby of a channel, you lot have already seen a glimpse of what goes on in this hoe's head every time she sees this sexy papa bear. So in today's video we're going back to 2007 but also remaining here in the present to compare my first impression of Henry versus now. Do stay around if this is something you would like to see.
Where is he gone?
I'm sure to service his latest mistress.
Now, why would he have to do that when he has such a beautiful wife?
You should ask him, monsieur.
Don't you ever want to pay him back?
Of course. Always. I'm a woman.
Then go to bed with me.
If you like. But tell me first. How is your beautiful wife?
She's
just like me, no? You have affairs and she ignores it. To make love for revenge or pain. What is that? It hurts the mind. And the soul, it shrinks. Oui, vous comprenez ça, monsieur? The soul grows smaller. And perhaps it even dies.
But, Henry, you're probably not going to miss your face furniture. You're not fond of the face furniture, are you?
It's not that I'm not fond of it. It's just that, you know, if I'm walking past schools, people give me funny looks. It's tough to buy Vans. Can't give children sweeties.
You normally do that a lot.
Hang out the park long enough. Why not?
Hey guys, I'm Superman. Come get some sweets.
I'm not a stranger. I'm Superman.
By the way, there's something about you that's giving off a little bit of a Clark Kent vibe right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I think it's because I shaved my moustache.
Makes sense.
That's why.
Very important.
The way it moves. I don't want to be the guy who relies on tricks. As always, it's a different appearance. I want a bit of both. I think an appearance is very, very useful, and I do like to chameleon myself into another character. In the same way that theatre actors do. That is a real art as well, and so I want to utilize that at the same time as utilizing all the wonderful tricks of film and having these different looks every
The books, they were popular, like 15 million copies or something sold.
Yes.
But what really drove it then were the video games.
Yes, yeah, lots and lots of games. It's one of the highest selling games ever. And I was a big fan of the game, and that's how I discovered it. That's how I discovered The Witcher.
See, it's a bit of the world that has passed me by. I have never played a video game. But you get into it, don't you? Like, you nearly lost quite an important job?
Absolutely, yeah. I was playing a game called World of Warcraft. And,
I've heard of all of them.
Yeah. And I missed the call from Zack Snyder to tell me I got Superman.
But, like, did you hear the phone ringing?
I did.
And you chose to ignore it?
Absolutely.
Did you win the video game?
Sadly, no. But I did call Zack back afterwards.
Oh, yeah, that was wise.
Yeah.
There's something really interesting with this character that I find fascinating, which is that he genuinely really does just want to do the right thing. But everywhere he goes, whether it's a new town or a new bar, people just kind of give him a hard time and they rag on him despite the fact that he has great intentions. I'm curious if that's comparable to this sort of world, this culture of toxic fandom, where like if you make a movie, especially if you make a superhero movie, like you have great intentions, but there are always going to be a small yet vocal group of people there can kind of just be toxic.
I understand what you're saying, but when it comes to fans, it is a fan's right to have whatever opinion they want to have. And people are going to be upset because, especially when you're talking about books or games, because you're never going to be the exact person who they had in their head or who they played on Witcher 3, for example.
I don't necessarily consider that toxic. I just consider that passionate. And it's something which I have obviously had to come to terms with over the years. And for me, with the comparison is not like that with Geralt walking into a bar. The comparison is more meta. It's more to do with xenophobia and sexism and colonialism and all those effects that has on people, and then who they divert their fear and energy towards, and that tends to be Geralt, because he's a guy who exists outside of society. He's not part of a group when he walks into town, and he looks so different from everyone else, and no one can control him.
Yeah.
He is faster, stronger, better at swords, and apparently can do magic as well. So the last thing you want to do is, you can't control him, and you fear him, and therefore all of your energy, especially in a crowd of people, will be diverted at him because of everything that's happening above you in the world.